Hello and welcome to Computer Active TV. My name is Tim Smith and today I'm going to be looking at how to change the home page settings in Internet Explorer and the alternative web browser Mozilla Firefox. Now this might not seem like a massive change to your computer, but it's a good way of personalising it and getting you started on the internet that little bit faster. Many of the computers that we see have the manufacturer's website set as the home page. Good advertising for them, but not very useful for you. So we're going to make a start with Internet Explorer. Now the first step to changing the home page for Internet Explorer is to start the browser. Now I've got an icon on my desktop here which I'm going to double click on with the left hand mouse button, or you could use the Start menu and click on Start, All Programs and then Internet Explorer. Now as you can see here, I don't actually have a home page set up. Now before we look in the options menu, I'm actually going to enter the address of one of the websites I want to use as the home page. And this is because Internet Explorer has a clever trick which will help save time later on. So now to change it, we click on Tools and then Internet Options. And the options that we need are on this front tab here under General. And you can see that it says About Blank. Now, this tip I mentioned earlier, click on the Use Current button to copy the address of the current website into the home page box. Now this isn't really an issue with a website like ours, but if it's a complicated site, then this can be a real time saver. The other interesting thing to note is that you can load more than one tab when Internet Explorer starts. You do this by clicking in the box at the end of the line, pressing Return, and then entering the web address of the new website. And for this I'm going to use our Windows Watch blog. When you're happy with the changes, click on OK to save them, and then to make sure that they've actually been applied properly, click on the Home button. And you'll see here that Internet Explorer has launched the Computer Active web page and also our blog in the background. So now we're going to look at how to change the home page in Mozilla Firefox, an alternative web browser to Internet Explorer. I don't have an icon on my desktop, so I'm going to click on my Start button, and here it is, Internet Mozilla Firefox. Now it's listed here because I'm using Firefox as my default internet browser. As you can see, Firefox is using the default start page that it was installed with, which doesn't have much apart from this Google search bar in the center here. So, as with Internet Explorer, I'm going to enter the Computer Active web address, and then once it's loaded, click on the Tools menu and Options. And again, like Internet Explorer, the homepage options are on the main tab, so that's the tab that appears as soon as you click on Options. Now one interesting thing about Firefox that it has that Internet Explorer doesn't is this option here, when Firefox starts, show my windows and tabs from last time. I find this particularly useful if there's an article that I want to read at a later point. If you click on the down arrow, you can see the other options, which are Show My Home Page, Show a Blank Page. So we'll set this to Show My Home Page. And we'll then click on the Use Current Page button to copy the address into the option bar. Now the use of a single line of text might make you think that Firefox can only show one home page at a time, but it's just as capable as Internet Explorer and can load several tabs at the same time. Now you can either have these tabs set up ready to go before you click on the Options button, or you can add them in by hand, which is what I'm going to do now. And you can see that the cursor has changed this icon that shows that you can enter text. And press the Shift key and then the button with the backslash, which should be between the Shift and the Z key, to produce this vertical character here. And then we will enter the address of our Windows Watch blog. Once I'm happy with the addresses, I click on the OK button, and then to double check that everything is working properly, click on the Home button here. You can see it's reloaded the Computer Active home page and opened another tab with the Windows Watch page on behind it. So as you can see, this is a simple change to make in both Internet Explorer and Mozilla Firefox. If you need it, you can find the full text of the video workshop using the address that's printed below now. It's a simple change to make, but one that we think is very effective and makes our lives a lot easier. This has been Computer Active TV Hints and Tips.